All right, let's get things going. Play a little Warships, talk about NVIDIA. I just got this ship. It's the Conqueror Tier 10 UK. It's not a real ship, it's made up. I still don't know what I want in that last equipment place. So far, I haven't done fantastic with this ship. But you can't have an English ship without English camo. Need more of these flags. Wish me luck. So there can't be a whole lot of silence on this because, excuse me, you record it and export it, and I hate editing video. It's the worst thing ever. Worst. Of course, if I ever, actually tried editing, it might, actually work. I don't know. For some strange reason, 101 people are following my account, and that's really bizarre to me. I'm not a smart man. But I do play Warships, So yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day. We are not sailing straight for Argentina. I do not have Graf Spee right now. Wasn't that sunk off of Buenos Aires? I can't remember. Anyway, that was the kind of famous thing about that. But yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow is NVIDIA's big announcement. So, a couple of months back, they had the announcement on the A100, the Ampere 100 series chips and boards. Wait, gotta be nice here. Yeah, I've got a captain on here that does a lot of really, really strange noises. I'm not sure. But anyway, NVIDIA. They got a big announcement, 3000 series. I mean, all the leaks have been out, and I think the vast majority, well, maybe not vast majority, but a lot of the things are fairly accurate. Stream counts, memory amounts. What we don't know is, well, I'll get into that Toxinate, because that's an interesting little discussion. But nobody knows the performance, and there are a couple of kind of key things to remember here. The first is we don't know what process, though. The rumors, people have coming out with big things that it's actually a 7 nanometer product. No, Samsung doesn't really have a 7 nanometer product right now. They've got 8 nanometer. And 2 years ago, NVIDIA signed with them to do some of the next generation stuff, and use them as the foundry. But about a year ago, Samsung kind of came out and said, we're not doing as good in our foundry business with higher I mean not higher but lower stuff. And so nobody's really sure what the health of their process technology is. 8 nanometers seems to be okay. Why didn't I beat that guy when I had a chance? Oh, we'll see if we got these. Oh boy, he's gonna hurt me. And I couldn't hit a damn thing. All his torpedoes are for me. So anyway, we don't know the health of Samsung stuff very much. Yeah, somebody got it. Oh, torpedo beats, torpedo beats. I could maybe do it. I gotta shift the rudder. So close. Whew. So anyway, a while back, I thought that really only the high-end stuff from NVIDIA would be 7 nanometer TSMC, and everything else was going to be, you know, like their version of the 1660, 1650 stuff. It's going to be 8 nanometer, going to be the lower end. But like the A100, their higher end stuff is going to be TSMC. And this kind of makes a lot of sense. Because they have a lot of, they've got a lot of, oh, I'm getting hammered. This is not the tankiest ship alive. I'm so smoked. Anyway, oh, cool. Daring's trying to help a brother out. Nice. Appreciate it. I just need to not fire for a little while, and I'll survive. Maybe. Must get... So anyway, TSMC's previous process tech, 16 nanometer, and then kind of the NVIDIA specific 12 nanometer, is not the greatest stuff around. I mean, it did its job and did pretty good. But it's based on the 20 nanometer process with, you know, FinFET. And so the density was not great. Not really great at all. This guy is crazy. And some of the transistor performance is okay, but it's not fantastic. Why do they keep wanting me to get back? I don't want to get back. I want to get into the action. I want to get my elbows in there. Boy, I need to get my turrets going faster. The ships do not get more knots with NVIDIA. So anyway, if NVIDIA does in fact use TSMC 7 nanometer, they will be having essentially a 2-node improvement in one generation, which is pretty big. Do you like how the health went up there? Crazy, huh? But yeah, that's huge for them. It's kind of amazing, if you ask me. They've got all this. Oh man, I can't. Can I get him? No. I don't know, why does this guy keep telling me to get back when I could put some serious hurt on people? I'm mad. I don't want a solution. I want to be mad. So yeah, I mean, the potential, if they have the design right and have done it well, they're going to have essentially 2 no jump. And from all indications, these things are just massive chips. Again. I wonder if I can get close enough and get some. Anyway. So the potential increase in performance from their 12 nanometer stuff is tremendous. Or potentially tremendous. Uh-oh, someone's spotting me. Who could that be? Why would you gotta be that way? Alright. So you've got architectural improvements. Tensor cores are supposed to be much more efficient. I'm never going to get any actual damage on this. These guys are just too good on my team. Probably should have hit that curve first, but I'm not that smart. Oh, he's going to die. Oh, shit. My dude. Holy cow, that curve first is whacking me. Space heater? Possibly. I mean, when they, I mean, looking at that cooling system that they had, that's kind of impressive. I mean, the leaked photos are just show an absolute huge card. Big fans. And then a couple of days back, NVIDIA had the video that talked about, you know, advanced cooling and what they've done throughout the years and what they plan to do, and you know, they showed off a couple of, you know, pictures and leaks of, well, not well, I mean, it's hard to call it a leak when they do it, but these chips are going to be big, and they're going to be apparently quite hot. When the rumor has it that the top-end card requires an 850 watt power supply, I mean, that kind of catches your attention. Hey, Plus, haven't seen you in ages. It's good to see you, man. Let's see if I can get some fires in the sky. His ship is on fire. Oh. Nope. That's a bummer. I mean, I got some good damage, but he dead. Wow. My armor is kind of papery in this ship. So yeah, that's a lot of power to dissipate. It sounds like, and RTX performance is supposed to be significantly improved, and like I said previously, the tensor performance is supposed to see a massive increase. Not only are there more tensor cores, but they're far more efficient. And when I talk efficient here, I mean, you know, think of 5x5 blocks, and each row of blocks is kind of what a tensor core works on with any one particular workload. And instead of doing one at a time like the current RTX series did, it's now doing all 5 at once. And we don't know what that's like in terms of power consumption, but in gross throughput, it's going to be massive. Now he's going to try to put me on fire. How rude's that? Where is everyone? I really need to... Did I get a good... No, I suck. Yeah, this captain is something else. Ooh, that's gonna be a good hit. 3, no fires. I suck. So anyway, yeah, these are probably going to be toasty. And that's not necessarily a positive. But they're huge, and you know, so far AMD has not proven itself to be an effective competitor to what NVIDIA is doing. And I mean, this is essentially why we're in the situation we are. You know, Polaris was not great. Vega, not great. And these things were no fun whatsoever, even though they were using at the time, you know, 14 nanometer process. And that's superior in many ways to the 16 nanometer stuff that NVIDIA was having with TSMC. But that doesn't seem to matter. God, this guy's a spaz. I'm really gonna need to get a different captain on him, because that's insane. See, I did crap. I should have not have taken that people advice and getting back. Should have gone forward. Gotten damaged. Done things to people. Not much money. Oh, I was complimented. That's bizarre. I don't think I deserve that. But anyway. So yes, moving along. In terms of process technology, it looks like NVIDIA is now up to snuff with what AMD has. And I'm pretty sure it's TSMC 7 nanometer for the high-end stuff. Again, 8 nanometer for the lower-end things. Because that's not as important to them. They want to pack as many transistors. They want to get the density. They want to get the transistor switching performance. They want to get the power issues down. And TSMC 7 nanometer is really the best process for fabless guys around, period. I mean, Intel obviously isn't doing anything. TSMC is where it is entirely at. I gotta mute real quick. And AMD has, you know, seen significant improvements with their design going to Navi. And apparently Big Navi is going to be another improvement. But yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to catch up with what NVIDIA's got to offer. I mean, this isn't like AMD has given up on graphics. I don't think they have whatsoever, because we look at their APUs and they've got this enhanced Vega that works very, very well with their 4000 series of APUs. And this is a good thing. and those perform very well. They cut down the width of them, they cut down the power, they increase the clock speed, and they increase the efficiency of them, and they perform very, very, very well. And that's just Vega. It's not even Navi. So big Navi looks like it's going to be an improvement. We're seeing Navi, well, RDNA 2 in upcoming Xbox in November, December. I'm not entirely sure what Sony is using, if it's Navi 1 or RDNA 1 or RDNA 2. Because I thought RDNA 2 had some ray tracing stuff, and the Sony implementation does not. So that's not great for Sony, but it's not exactly a positive for NVIDIA either, because you've got to develop software for it. And as Kyle from Hard OCP talked about on Twitter, RTX stuff has been slow in coming out. And I mean, I realize RTX is not AMD graphics. It is still another area that software programmers have to address. So that's it's going to be interesting to see, because RTX certainly has not taken the world by storm, and nor really should it, because it's like a half step in terms of ray tracing. It's functional in ways, but not in what most people were hoping to be. So in Battlefield, you only have ray trace for an X amount of space in front of you, so it's not the entire scene. Minecraft, I mean, for what is essentially kind of an 8-bit game, RTX runs things pretty slow. And it's, you know, RTX is okay, but it's not fantastic. And they could have done a lot better, but they pushed it out there pretty early. It was kind of bolted on, kind of not. I mean, when you say bolted on, there's still a lot of design work that needs to happen. So, yeah. Interesting times will show up tomorrow. But yeah, I would expect a pretty significant jump in RTX performance, a jump in tensor. Kind of interesting to see what they will do with DLSS. That's probably one of the more interesting and useful technologies that they've released. It hasn't had huge support yet, but it's coming out, and it seems to work really well in the testing that I've done. So that's positive. So what should I play next? Guess I could try Neptune. Let's see how many points I need to get to the next level. 60,000. Some. Not terrible. Not great. This is an entirely different type of playstyle than a battleship. Because these things are seriously made of paper. And you've got to play them smartly, or else you're going to have a bad time. Let me be right back. sorry about that. Anyway, what are you guys thinking of buying? I mean, if you're going to get an NVIDIA card tomorrow, which one would you purchase? I mean, if you had the choice, and again, I've not been talked about, I haven't talked to NVIDIA about this. I'm under no NDA. I've only seen all the same stuff you guys have. If they release the 3070, 3080, and 3090, which one would you want to get? And of course, the rumors are that the 3080 will come in two versions, the 10 gig and the 20 gig, but the 20 gig will be an October product, while the 10 gig will be for second half of September. For myself, I'm obviously going to wait and see what performance is like, but if it hits the expectations that I've got for it, then a 3080 is probably my choice, and I don't mind only having 10 gigs because the games that I've been running, they don't eat anywhere near even close to 6 gigs, and I've got an 8 gig card in my machine. Things like Far Cry 5, it's maybe 5 gigs of space that it takes up. Battlefield around there. Maybe Red Dead Redemption will take a little bit more, but not much. Yeah, AMD needs some help, but maybe Big Navi will be pretty good. But I think that from what I've been hearing and all that, Big Navi is going to be about 2080 Ti performance. But yeah, 3090 with 24 gigs running at, well, supposedly $1,400. It could be more, and especially at the very beginning, we could see some serious gouging. That's just too much money for me. I can't justify spending that amount on a video card, much less almost an entire system. But I'm kind of cheap. My wife will tell you. But I tell you, if tensor performance is about 10 times that of what we see currently with 2080, machine learning people are going to go crazy, because here's this card with 24 gigs. It's consumer style, and if it is $1,400 to $1,500, people are going to be zipping them up, and not people but companies. And certainly the group I work for outside of PC Perspective, we're doing environmental work and statistics, and machine learning is starting to become a big component in the way we do field work. And having a single card with 10 times the potential tensor core performance and more than double the memory of a 2080 Ti, and if it's only $1,400, this thing is a bargain for any kind of professional application. So I'm curious what NVIDIA is going to do to try to mitigate some of that. That these big companies won't just buy them out of house and home with the 3090s. Because lately, I tell you, the 2080 Ti's have been pretty scarce, pretty skinny. So I don't know. I mean, it's fun time to speculate, and this is pretty much all this is, because again, I haven't been briefed on any of this, and that's perfectly fine with me. I mean, it's a little disappointing, but if I was briefed, then I couldn't talk to you about it. Oh no. Detected. No, leave me alone, people. Oh, well.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Best turn on some.
Screen set. Provide anti-aircraft fire support.
I gotta get skinny in case this guy's throwing torpedoes at me. Because torpedoes are from the devil. Yep, there they are. Do. I'm screwed. I'm gonna get one. Come on, torpedo beats. No, drats. Oh.
Concentrate fire on the target.
That's not my most effective smoke. But it's Bismarck, and I'm an English ship, so it's revenge, right? Look at me racking up those points totals. But yeah, I'm seriously looking forward to finding out what they've got to offer tomorrow. Because we need a little bit of shakeup. I mean, think about it. What was the last major release? It was the AMD Ryzen 3000 series and the first Navi. See you, bye-bye. Things certainly have slowed down in our old age. Hey, Lorash, good to see you. But, yeah, back in the day, in 1998, 99, when I first was, getting into all this, we had major releases every 3 to 4 months. And, we would always be kind of disappointed in that, we'd have about a 1 month in there, or maybe in summertime, 2 months, because things always slowed down, that we wouldn't have anything to cover. And so it was pretty boring. And I didn't know what boring was back then. 2 years in between major NVIDIA announcements for the consumer. I mean, the A100 was kind of cool stuff. But we really didn't get nearly the nuts and bolts that I was hoping for there. But we should be doing better now. Ah, good. Well, Mr. Iowa. Is he still moving forward? Yes, that's a well-known phenomena. It's what the toilet paper roll. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Smoke generator started.
Am I smoked? Sure, this guy turns just as soon as I smoke up. I'm gonna get like nothing out of this. I'm so angry. Angry! Alright. Getting out of dodge. He was chasing in, then he was chasing out. Hate people like that. Oh, hey, Obuki.
Much obliged, Commander.
I don't know why he's thinking me. I'm not a very good player. Some battleship's gonna put his eye on me, and it's gonna be grim. The Buki's a hard ship to hit, just because it's so stinking fast. I gotta get out of here. Finally. Oh, let's use the magic circle button thing. I probably should start hunting down this DD. No, I did not see those new police helmets. That's not great, but technology doesn't stop. I mean, you got Elon Musk that wants to read your mind. Had a discussion with Dave Graham from Dell the other night. And I mean, he's not a huge Elon Musk fan, but I mean, there are a few things you gotta admit. I mean, the guy, he gets things done. And it's kind of impressive what he can do. He's not a perfect individual. You gonna throw some torps at me, dude? Hmm? Not sure what he's gonna do. Okay, he's out of angle. Am I gonna be too aggressive here? I do have smoke, so he is running. There we go. Hello.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
And now is the time where we pray for rain.
Critically damaged.
My...
Assault, sir.
Oh, shit. Well, this is no good. I'm gonna kill him, so... Yay!
Battleship sunk.
Yes, he does want to save all of my memories. I must have been radared or something because they all saw me, and that's disappointing. But I took care of 2 people for the price of 1, so that's positive. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be fun, and hopefully a little exciting. And I hope we find out more about actual performance, because it would be disappointing if, say, like a 3080 would not be significantly faster than a 2080 Ti. Even though previously the 10 series cards, like the 1080 Ti, it's not that much slower than a 2080 Ti. But you had RTX and you had DTSS, and and all that stuff. But there was not a huge overall difference. I mean, a 1070 was about the speed of a 2060. So yeah, I mean, the people who got a cheap 1080 Ti after the 2000 series were released, and after the mining craze happened, they got a great product. I mean, sure, they missed out on RTX, but everything else, they probably did a fantastic job in terms of what they bought. So it's going to be curious what tomorrow brings, because again, it's essentially two full node jumps for NVIDIA if they go TSMC 7 nanometer. And if they're willing to pump that much power into these chips, I don't know. I mean, they could be really fast. I mean, if it doubles, truly doubles like that leak slide, from a 3090 from a 2080 Ti, then that's great. That's good progress. If it 75% faster than a 2080 is going to be the 3080, then again that's a win for consumers. Laura Ash, you're correct. Power supply it's already pretty scarce. We at work we got a Be Quiet 1200 watt power supply that was reasonably priced. I think it was just only sub $200. It was sold out so very quickly, and a 3090 requiring an 850, a 3080 needing. Well, I mean, we haven't really leaked out what, but it could be 500 to 600 watts at minimum. So I'm sitting here with a 1200 watt power supply in my machine, and I'm feeling fairly comfortable, but we'll see. So, Buki, it's about time for you to go. Yeah, this year for since about March for power supplies has been pretty awful, and they just can't seem to catch up. I mean, a 600 watt power supply is sitting at $100 when 8 months ago they were 50 to 60. That ain't great, but what can you do? So anyhow, I've done 2 rounds of this. I've talked myself out of everything I pretty much know about NVIDIA. I guess all we have to do is wait for tomorrow. And that's what? 12, 13 hours and 15 minutes away. That ain't bad. It's been a long time, so we needed it. All right, fellas. You guys have a good night, and we will talk to you later.